Two things to get into a Thai woman's heart are food and gold. Oh, yeah, the third one would be money, but that's to buy food or gold. Tweets at the Thailand Rob. How you guys doing? The other day, I started making a video on the on the Patreon and members channel, and I was talking about Casanova that came over to Thailand and what he had done for this girl and what ended up his mind, him kind of losing it over a girl in Thailand, which is an age-old story. But I wanted to share with you, it got me thinking about when people come over here for the first few times, the mentality that they take on. And one of them is gift giving in Thailand. Like, you find a girl and if you're from the States of America, oh, by the way, happy long weekend to everybody. I know it's a long weekend for everyone, so I hope you have a good, enjoyable 3-day weekend and back in America. But if you're like me and you're from America and you come over, when you give gifts to your loved ones, girlfriends, wives, mistresses, concubines, well, not concubines, you know, get them. But if you give gifts back in America to someone, usually they hold on to those gifts forever. It's kind of a sentimental thing. Most people hold on to their gifts. But I want to tell you what happens over here. It's not the same in Thailand. It's really, really, really not the same. As I said in the beginning, you got gold, food, and money. Now, if you want to get a woman, they always say that about a man, the way to a man's heart is through food. Well, it's the same with a Thai woman. Take her out to dinner. Food's not number one because they're going to have food anyway. Gold's another one. But the pinnacle of all pinnacles, I'm going to save to later in the video because I don't want to tell you the number one thing that they want until you watch a little bit of the video, but it's in there. Going back to giving girls gifts over here. You come over here and you take her to the mall and you buy her clothes, or maybe you're at the market and you see some little odd trinkets and everything and you think, that's cute. Like I said, clothes and slippers and small pieces of jewelry and whatnots, knickknacks, things for the house. Example, they might not have a lot of kitchen utensils at home, so you might think to yourself, oh, I'm going to buy her all this kitchenware, or I'm going to buy her all this furniture to go into her house. That's not really a good idea, because I'm going to tell you, especially if you don't live in Thailand, by the time that you leave and come back, most of all of that is going to be gone. Unless you're paying for a house that they stay in, if they have to travel, they're not going to hire trucks to carry out. Thai people are not collectors per se to like Western people are. Like, you go into an American home, they're probably going to have stuff from when they were 15 years old. I mean, little knickknacks and whatnots everywhere. Thailand's not that much. They might have a small collection of family memorabilia, like the big word for a small man. They'll probably have Buddha or a little prayer room or something like that, or stuff. But they don't collect a lot of stuff over here. They really don't. So what could be confusing is you might give her a gift that meant something to you, but when you came back, you don't see it. Example, if you bought her a handbag. First of all, don't ever buy women their clothes. Let them pick out their own clothes, jewelry, and handbags and stuff, because usually we get it wrong if we try to buy it. We think it looks good, but they're like, oh God, no, please do not do that again. But if you come back over and it's missing, it's either they probably didn't sell it. They probably gave it to another family member up the ladder, like grandma, mom, grandma, or they give it to their children. So we got to go back to, that's going back to the gold and the money again. To the money and the gold perspective. Money is a necessity around the world. We all know about that. Everyone needs money. Thai people don't look at money the same way as Western cultures do. They look at gold. Gold is their investment. Gold is their bank. They don't trust putting cash into banks, so they invest it in gold, and they buy it in rings and bracelets. If you see any girls out with a lot of rings and a big chain around their neck, I mean, that's one, their savings, and two, it's a status symbol for a lot of people, that when they go home to their home village, that they'll wear a lot of times they'll wear their jewelry to show that they're successful, they're doing all right. And if they've got a foreign boyfriend, they'll cart you up there too, so they can show you off around the neighborhood, because they probably haven't seen one up in Nissan, and they're gonna prance you around like a puppet at So it's a little bit of saying, hey, I'm doing okay. You know, I'm not like crushing it out there, but I'm doing okay. I have enough gold that and what they would do in a pinch or a bind, or in like the pandemic area, is they sell all their gold for money to survive, and got through the pandemic. At least most people did, unless they owned a business. If they owned the business, then they had to let that go, sell the gold, move back to their home, and wait for the 2 years for it to pass. Now they're trying to come back down and start over again. That's a typical cycle of making money, putting it into gold, saving it for a rainy day, having a rainy day, taking off the gold, selling it, having money for the rainy day, and starting again. Cycle of life in Thailand, as far as I know. But going back to the gift giving, it's all fine and dandy. I mean, even motorbikes and cars. You could buy a girl a motorbike or a car, and it would be very much appreciated, but it's still not appreciated as much as gold is. I know it sounds weird. It sounds really, really weird that you could think, I'm going to buy her a motorbike and she's going to be really happy. And she is going to be really, really happy about that. But not the same happy as if you gave her that same amount of money in gold. And anyone that lives here in Thailand, please back me up, or put your comments in here. Put your comments down below about your experience in giving gifts to Thai women. And what would you think that your woman, your wife, your girlfriend would have rather had? Money, cash? Probably not. Maybe some. Gold? 100%. But the ultimate one is this. Here's the ultimate gift for every Thai woman that I've ever met in this country. And those of you that live here, back me up on this one. They want a house. They want a house in their home village where they're from, where everyone knew their mother or their grandmother, and that's where they're from. They want a house. They want property. They want it in their name. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? It's permanent. It shows that you have finally made it. I don't think there is a bigger status than owning your own house. I mean, for the common person. I'm not talking about movie stars over here, or millionaires. I'm not talking about them. Of course, they get boats and Lamborghinis like everyone else does over here. But talking about the average Thai girlfriend, average Thai wife, they want a house. They want a house in their village where they're from. That is the ultimate thing. And how do you get that? You have a lot of gold and a lot of cash. But you can't have a lot of cash, because if you have a lot of cash, someone will steal it. So you get a lot of gold and you put it around your body so no one can steal it, unless they, actually come up to you and try to take it off of you, which some people I've warned have way too much gold on their bodies to be walking around at night. So if you come to Thailand and you're dating, or you find someone that you like and you want to start dating her, and whether you're going to stay here permanently, if you're going to stay here permanently, you'll get to talk with the boys around when you sit around and talk to the boys, and they'll tell you what they've went through to learn the learning curve of living over here. But if you don't live over here and you're just coming over here like 2 or 3 times a year, then when you do and you come over here and you buy what I don't want to use the word frivolous, but it would be like a token, a gift, a token of appreciation or caring from you to them, it might be nice. You might get that Thai smile, but just because you bought her a vacuum cleaner, no, she's going to use that vacuum cleaner. She's going to love that vacuum cleaner. And then she's going to mumble under her breath, really wish I had a bracelet. Really, really wish I had a ring. Really, really do. I'm not joking about that, guys. So what you need to do when you come over here is budget whatever that vacuum cleaner costs. Go to the gold shop, buy something small in gold, and hand it to them. You may never see it again when you get back. They might have upgraded. They swap gold over here. They'll pawn it for the money, and then they'll go back. And if they don't go back in time to get the original piece of gold, they'll just go back and buy another piece of gold, hopefully a bigger amount of gold. And again, it's their savings account, it's their investments to the ultimate goal of hopefully one day buying a home. If you want to give a Thai woman a good gift and you really don't care, and you're like, you got that much money on hand, build them a house. No, actually, don't build them a house. Let them build their own house, because if you build the house for them, they're going to either say that you spent too much, or you did it wrong, or you didn't put the kitchen in the right place because they wanted an outside kitchen. They need an outside kitchen because about 3 families are going to live in that house, and they don't cook at the same time. So while you're sleeping, while she's sleeping, she'll be outside cooking. Doesn't bother her. I'm not making this up. This is really true stuff. You have a house with an inside kitchen, an outside kitchen, garage. Gotta have a smoke area for when you go, when the boyfriends come over, the Thai people that smoke, and you sit outside and you smoke. And then you have the main living room that's way too big for some reason, but it's huge living rooms. I don't understand it. And that's it. And I've rambled on long enough. So happy long holiday for those in America. Hope you have a good weekend, and I will talk to you guys later. And now you know how to gift a Thai woman. Gift giving in Thailand by Thailand Rob 101. Checklist. Bye.
Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Goody goody. Don't forget that.